Okay.
Right. These are weeks at number one. Okay, so weeks at number one. All right, so cool. All right. Let me see. We're starting off with Rihanna featuring Drake. What's my name? I'm generally fine on that song.
Okay.
I see some Bruno Mars hits in here, Grenade and the Lazy Song. I'm not a fan of this.
Yeah.
What is
Oh
it?
my God. I love those songs.
I'm not a fan of this era of Bruno Mars at all.
But do you love Bruno?
No, I do love Bruno, and I love
Okay.
I love like
Okay.
his last record, and I love Silk Sonic. You know,
Okay.
I think he's
Because like
like
Bruno to me is a perfect example of someone who makes the biggest hits in the world. That's like, dude, 24K Magic. Like, how are you getting
yeah,
there?
like 24K
like,
Magic
come
is
on.
very much my vibe, and that one track that he had that sounded like a goddamn Police song. It was where I think for me artistically the tide started to turn for me a little
Yeah.
bit.
I think the intersection of artistic greatness and popular greatness is kind of what you're always going for.
No, I get it.
Like that's what I'm always shooting for.
We have Adele, Someone Like You. I mean, that's a great song.
Perfect.
We have over here Jennifer Lopez featuring Pitbull, On the Floor. I'm not hot on that one. I'm not hot on that one.
You don't have to be on.
No, I know. I'm
wanna
just saying. I'm just saying. We have Jason Derulo. Don't want to go home. I'm not a huge Jason Derulo fan.
Okay.
The Wanted. I'm not even sure I've heard of The Wanted, and you know they
Is
have
that
like
the I'm glad you came?
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
glad you came.
yeah. I'm just not even. I'm not even plugged into that.
Okay.
Yeah, like this is me. We have One Direction. What makes you beautiful? I mean, that one is fine.
Okay.
We have Rihanna and Calvin Harris, Only Murs, Little Mix. I've never been a big Little Mix fan. Yeah, I mean, it's not that I really think many of these tracks are like awful, but like sometimes they just don't really have what I think I'm looking for in a lot of just music generally. Hey, somebody that I used to know, Gautier, fucking fire. Love that track.
That's like the way I always put that song is that song is so good that if the biggest artist in the entire world put that song out, it could be some of their like best music they ever put out. Like anyone could have like that's just the most perfect production, songwriting, performance. Like that shit is perfect to me. I love that song.
Also calling back to 2012, we have Call Me Maybe, which also just like perfect pop song.
Slap.
Just
Okay,
like,
so perfect
just perfect pop song.
Okay, okay. I agree.
Janelle Monáe, Fun, We Are Young. I like that track too.
Yeah.
You know, I like that
Yeah.
track too. I mean, I'm not a huge
So
fan of
good.
fun stuff generally, but you know, that track is great. And I like Jack. You know, I think Jack is generally a
Yeah.
great, super talented guy. Maroon 5 with Wiz Khalifa, Payphone. I'm not a Maroon 5.
Benny did that. Benny did Payphone.
You can't
That's
you
hilarious.
can't pay me to listen to Maroon 5. You can't. I'm sorry.
That's hilarious.
I do like some Florence